We now deal with a straight stab attack that's being offered at an intermediate distance. Marnie will defend. We now view this defense from various angles and at a relatively slow rate of speed. First, just the defense itself. Marnie is making the defense, the counterattack, securing the hand that's holding the knife, and then stripping the knife away. If we look just at the defense itself, you see that Marnie is making an inside defense similar to inside defenses against a right punch. She is defending at the back of the knife hand, causing the earliest possible redirection of the line of attack. As she is doing that, she is rotating her hand sharply inward in a chopping-like motion to cause a sharp defensive action, redirection of the line of attack. She slides up the arm and traps the arm so that it cannot stab again. Her elbow is lower than the stabbing arm to prevent slashing from occurring. And of course, the thing that helps us defend against second and third stabs is an immediate counterattack. This counterattack interferes with the attacker's ability to stab a second, third, or subsequent times. The punch also allows Marnie to then secure the knife hand by covering it with her opposite hand, creating a lock or leverage on the wrist, and straightening her arms and kicking to the groin sharply. Up to that point, the defense, the control, countered both in the punch and to the kicking to the groin. At that point, Marnie can strip the knife away and retreat from the scene. It is also possible for Marnie just to make a defense, a counter punch, and push off, leaving the scene, picking something up in the environment, if that is possible. We now view this exercise from various angles. Notice that when Marnie secures the hand to make the kick, she keeps her arms straight so the knife stays at a far distance from her and does not come close to her when she makes her kick to the groin. The defense at the back of the hand, the kick to the groin, taking the knife and backing out. Notice the timing between the hand defense and the punch, with her weight in both, kicking and then stripping the knife. In this next scene, we break down the exercise into its teaching stages. First, we note that the exercise can be performed from a passive stance, the position that Marnie is in now, or in a more ready position, resembling a fighting stance, but less threatening position. The two positions, the passive stance and this position of readiness, deals with how early we're able to see the threat or the danger and react. But in either case, we do not take a stance that would alert the defender, or alert the attacker rather, that the defender is a trained person. From this position, we'll deal with the first stage in the defense. The first stage in the defense is an inside defense with the forearm. The blocking ranges from the tip of the fingers to the elbow. If it's a lower stab, the forearm closer to the elbow area will make the defense, and notice that Marnie is lowering her body to the level of the stab. When she lowers her body, the blocking range covers a greater percentage of her body for the blocking range. We assume now that the stab is being made to the chest or throat level. Notice how the forearm of the defender comes across and turns sharply inward in a chopping type of action. The defense ideally should be made at the back of the hand holding the knife, the back of the attacker's hand. This deflects the line of the attack away from the defender's body. Now we combine at stage 2 the hand defense with a sharp body defense. In other words, the body of the defender moves out of the line of the attack in conjunction with the hand defense. This combines for an overall earlier and more complete defense. Stage 3, the hand defense and the body defense with an advance and a sharp punch forward. Notice that the hand is grabbing the arm, controlling the knife hand, and the elbow remains sharply down to prevent sliding of the arm in a slashing type of movement back towards the defender. We move in because we know the attacker will recoil his stab. As Marnie goes in, defends, counterattacks, and controls the hand holding the knife, notice that her elbow remains down, preventing the knife from sliding. The next stage, stage 4, is for Marnie to make the punch, and she catches the hand with her punching hand, the hand holding the knife. She straightens the hand, creating a lock on the wrist, and makes a kick to the groin area. The double catch on the attacker's hand and the lock with the kick combine for stage 4. Notice how Marnie's arms are straight. This will keep the blade of the knife at a further distance from her body so that Marnie does not get cut by the blade. The final stage, stage 5, deals with Marnie then, after giving suitable counterattacks, stripping the knife. She creates a greater lock on the wrist, digs her fingers into the palm of the attacker's hands, creates leverage on the wrist, and removes the knife from the hand of the attacker. She's free to move or retreat from the scene. Stages 1 through 5. The hand and body defense. Stepping in for stage 2 with the punch. Catching the hand. Stage 3 is catching the hand and making a counterattack. Stage 4 is creating the lock, stripping the knife, and retreating from the scene.